Hey everyone, it's Thursday, September 28th, 2017, and it's time to go to work on music. It's been an excellent day so far. I'm in a really good place and excited for a very productive and extended session today. Thursdays going forward ought to be a very productive day because I've basically cleared my schedule um, for music. And of course, taking care of the logistics of life, staying on top of that stuff is really important on a day to day basis for me. Um, but I've dialed back my other commitments, and I'm excited. So I'm gonna hit some online classes. Probably go a little further with that than I usually do, and I might mix it up. I've realized that it's good for me to do sort of like the focus learning thing, and then go do maybe some instrumental stuff, and then come back to the focus learning thing, and just break up the learning sessions a little bit that way. There is some learning science that's been done recently and pretty extensively on this, and it's popularly called interleaving, which basically just means doing different things at different points of your practice session versus just sitting down and doing drums for an hour and then that's the only time you practice drums or think about drums for the rest of the session. So I always aim for a balance in my sessions, and if my sessions are shorter, I do find that blocked practice can be, which is what it's called when you just sit down and focus on one thing for a while and then move on to something else. I do find that to be valuable as far as getting in the zone goes, but for these longer sessions, it's good for me to mix it up. It just it keeps me from getting too fatigued too quickly. Um, I'm going to hit a quick drum practice after that and then take a break, get in on the production front. The main goals today are to move the solo forward. This guitar solo, I think, can be improved. I'm going to do some more takes on it. If it turns out I can't improve it, then I've already got some usable takes. So I'm in a good spot with that right now, but I kind of want something that's not just usable. I want something where it's like, man, that's just like life-alteringly good, you know, and I'm willing to put in the time to uh, to get it to that level. And some of that, I don't know. I haven't thought about this enough to really say it, but sometimes it's like you just gotta put yourself in the right place to have the opportunity to get that magical take. And sometimes it's just about doing 100 takes until that one magic moment is just like boom, and you capture it, you know. So I'm gonna keep rolling with that. I'm going to do some vocal practice. I got my steam inhaler is going right now, so that's going to help my voice from getting too fatigued and just help me with recovery. I'm going to just push the limits on that a little bit because I'm still getting my voice used to singing more intensely and for longer sessions. And then I'm going to hit the drum front on the production front and try to get some sounds going for this new record. I think that's it. I'll update you guys at the end with how far I get. Appreciate you guys for tuning in as always. This is probably going to be a bit of a longer video, but hopefully that'll be a good thing. And I'll see you guys in a few. All right, really good session so far. I'm about to take a dinner break here, or lunch break, I guess. And yeah, I got in on the online class front, and that went well. Just getting some more YouTube strategy. I actually didn't spend a ton of time on that. I might do some more later. And then I got into a quick drum practice, kept that pretty light. And then, yeah, I was just improvising a little bit because I found this great drummer online who plays in like a jazz funk combo. And I realized I was listening to him, I was like, man, this is amazing drumming. And I realized like his time, every note he played is not perfectly in time, but his groove and his feel was still so good. And it just reminded me like there's this human element that is you don't really want it to be all perfect and like you might as well just put a machine up there, you know. So that was a really beautiful thing to be reminded of and just kind of freed me up a little bit on the kit, and I really enjoyed playing for a little bit there. and then got into some pretty heavy singing practice, or just good singing practice, and I didn't film that. I usually don't film myself singing, but I'll do that in the future. And yeah, it was good. Just moved forward with this tune. Just kind of getting used to my vocal booth, getting used to the delivery of the tune and kind of what I'm looking for there, which was great. And then got into the guitar front and just started working on the solo again and just working on cleaning it up. I've realized the takes I have, they're just not that clean rhythmically, and I think that's the thing that really needs to be there. So I just warmed up with that and got everything set up to record. I'm gonna have some food and rest for a bit, and then come back and do some more takes tonight. So I'll talk to you guys in a few. Alright, switching cameras here. The camera died. Um, yeah, I just decided, I was feeling good on the guitar front. Let me get back in there and do some more takes. And I did. I did a bunch of them, and I experimented with some different stuff. And it's nothing really connected. None of them were really all that great. I mean, I'm just, I guess, sort of having a time with this solo. I chose to. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna push myself to like make it exactly what I want it to make it on this, and I'm paying the price for that. So my hope is it's gonna turn out to be really good, and it's gonna be a great learning experience, and it's gonna push me forward. But right now, I'm kind of just banging my head against the wall, for lack of a better expression, with it. But I tried just counting everything during the solo, and that made it a little harder to get the sonic quality and emotive quality that I wanted, but it definitely helps clean up the end of the solo where it's like a more technical part. So maybe my approach next time I come in will just be to not count the first part, keep that really like raw, and then like make the technical part a little bit tighter. And I guess that way I can sort of have two different states of mind that I can go back and forth between, depending on what the experiences I'm trying to evoke with the part. And I guess that makes a lot of sense now that I think about it. So really good learning experience there. Hope you guys are out there grinding towards your goals, enjoying the process. That's what I'm out here doing. And I'm off tomorrow, but I'll see you guys on Saturday for more. Can't wait.